The big dramatic reveal. I'm Christy Birchfield, and we are looking at the book of Daniel. Now, Daniel chapter 8 is another vision that Daniel has had. And if you want the history and kind of the background of this, make sure you check out the previous sessions. There's a link in the description below. It'll take you to the entire playlist for this whole series. But as we've gone through, and the verses we're looking at today are chapter 8, verses 13 through 16. And verse 16 says, "And I heard a man's voice from the Ulai calling, 'Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of the vision.'" It reminds me of all those shows that we see where during the course of the show there's been some incredible change or massive update to something, and at the very end there's this big dramatic reveal. They show the people all the work that's been done, and everyone's amazed and astounded and oh my goodness and wow. Everybody gets really excited. It's about this incredible transformation that has happened. For Daniel, similar situation in that there's going to be a big reveal. However, Daniel has been terrified by what he has seen. The vision that he's had has caused him tremendous amounts of distress. He doesn't know what to make of the information that he's received, this vision, and now God has instructed this angel Gabriel to tell Daniel what the vision means. There's going to be this big reveal. Daniel doesn't know whether to be terrified or excited or what. And you know what? Often when we lead, we have to recognize we don't have all the information. And we've been talking about this session, this entire book of Daniel being about leadership and how Daniel led through some incredibly difficult and challenging circumstances. And sometimes when we lead, we don't know exactly what's coming. And sometimes we're terrified by what we've seen that may be coming. We have to recognize that we need people to reveal what we need, and not all reveals in our life are going to be as dramatic as an angel swooping down to tell us information. But every piece of information that we ever receive from God is just as important, and honestly, just as dramatic when you think about the fact that the creator of the universe is providing insight and information to you and me. It's just as important. It's just as dramatic. How can we continue to share God's message and what God shares with us, with others? As we prepare for God to reveal information to us, we have to understand how can we better experience and understand God's will in our own lives so that we can be prepared and aware of what's going on in our lives with the will, with God revealing his information to us. Are we ready for the big reveal? Make sure you subscribe. I'd love to see you every morning, and we'll continue through this chapter and see just exactly what did the angel tell him when we come back tomorrow. Thanks.